for the county or any other elections in the state of Colorado, they are going to require that you are registered to vote in the state of Colorado, even if you own property. So it's not just a district thing, it's a city thing, it's a county thing. All of the public entities require that you be registered to vote in the state of Colorado. In order to be registered here, you have to live here. Right. Your primary resident.
Right. Which actually makes a lot of sense.
One other clarification.
It makes sense, but it is taxation without representation.
One other point that's important, Frank.
They can choose to register to vote here, and then they can do it.
Right.
But they'd have to give up their...
Well, but that's a choice that they make. They're not being the, they have the choice to do that or not do it.
It's a choice.
Frank, one important point is that there are 3,200 lots.
Is that number
not
again?
4,000.
3,200.
Okay, that keeps being revised downwards because of consolidation.
That's correct.
And because of people going bankrupt. There are 25% of lots now that are in arrears, where people are not legally able to vote for the POA because they're not in good standing.
Because they may be bankrupt, but they may be choosing not to pay.
Well, then, at any rate, they're not in good standing.
Yeah, when we first moved here 25 years ago, I can't tell you how many lots. They used to have a sale every year at the county. It was amazing. And actually it stopped to the point where there were maybe 25, 30, when there used to be hundreds and hundreds and hundreds 25 years ago. So believe it or not, from my perspective, even though we've gone through this recession, things in this community are far more stable than they were 25 years ago. That's all I can tell you. Anyway, so let's move on. I have one other question.
I have an election question. Who is the canvassing board? What do they do?
The canvassing board has not yet been appointed.
Okay.
And the canvass board will be made up of one board member, one member of the public, and me.
To certify the results.
To certify the results.
Have you got, and are they, I'm sorry, Chris.
Oh, you know, I'm glad you brought up that question. Have you had good response with getting canvassers and people to participate?
No, in fact, we need to talk about it today and appoint a board. And we haven't put out any feelers yet, but we have, two of the canvass board members are already known, or I should say, it would be me and a board member. Now we just need one member of the general public who's registered to vote.
And is that person appointed by the board?
No, it's actually, they're appointed by the DEO, which is me. So let me just throw it out there. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to serve on the canvass board?
There you go.
They're pointing at someone.
I think Dom's a great selection.
They're pointing at William.
You select somebody who isn't here to defend themselves. So.
Would you be willing, William?
It's
what
date is it?
Well, we have 1 week. It's between May 9th and the 15th, basically. We have a 1 week window in which we can meet, we can set a date, and we just have to get everybody together and look at the final tally, and the board certifies that all the election returns were added up correctly.
Okay, I have something from the 9th through the 13th, so kind of...
AJ, would it be ideal for you to do it the day after the election?
Yeah, that's what I would really like to do, is to do it the day after, because, if I'm down there, then it makes sense.
And we could save on travel costs.
So it would be the 9th. And just so you know, I did it before, and it lasts a couple hours. It's not like this all-day thing.
No, it doesn't take too long.
It's not too bad.
The heavy lifting's been done. It's just verifying that it all added up correctly.
Dom Spillane will do it.
Oh, perfect.
Yay!
Now we just
never showed another meeting.
So, any of you
no pressure, of course.
Let me know, because I have to appoint by the end of the day Monday.
Okay.
So just let me know who will do it, and we're set.
I guess you can't, right?
I don't think I can do it because I'm outgoing.
You're not out till
Actually,
the,
can't be
you know,
somebody
the ninth
who's
is-
on the ballot or related to somebody on the ballot.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Yeah.
Oh, you're out as well.
He's out as well.
Martin?
The Parvin,
Looks like
you
you're the
can't
guy.
be, you'd be
Right.
one that would not be able to be on
It leaves you
the
standing.
campers.
How about Vicki?
You know, I'm happy, but the 9th is a weekday, right? And I
Yeah.
have school. If you want my class with me.
Martin?
Well, I will do it.
That would be a good,
It would be a good.
educational experience.
Thank you, Martin. It's actually
Sure, they didn't
kind of
find those
interesting.
ballots.
The system that they I mean, it's amazing how thorough it is.
Okay, we're all
It's
set.
fascinating.
Martin, yeah?
Is it Martin then?
Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Martin.
Okay, we're good. You're the girl.
And I'll just confirm my calendar, but I expect to get conflict.
Thank you.
So is it true that the Canvas Board gets champagne for lunch?
That's not in the statute.
Champagne and caviar.
Okay, okay.
Is that a
Alpo
public
trees
meeting?
for the dog.
Is
Hello,
that
is that a
public?
public meeting? Is the canvassing a public
Yeah.
meeting?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're serving champagne and caviar.
Well, yeah.
That's been mixed, unfortunately. Water with orthopolyphosphate in it, and a piece of
Are we, so I think we're
Got a
almost
copper cup.
rolling and done there. I have one other
Anything else?
question. I had a couple conversations with Kate Steichen, and as everyone knows, she ended up facilitating the Common Ground Meet the Candidates Forum Night.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of time that was put into it and thought and, structuring the questions and everything like that. And from all accounts, I hear she did a really
She did.
good job.
Really.
So I was wondering if we could give her a consulting fee for that time
Would
spent.
totally support that. I don't know how the rest of you feel. She did a great job.
I don't know.
I know, actually, I'm not comfortable from a legal perspective.
Okay.
The district is not supposed to campaign.
Got it.
I mean, we talked about it at the last meeting. The district didn't want anything to do with it. If we were going to do something, we needed to do it, I think, at that time and make sure that there was no campaigning involved. And not having been there, not knowing what was said, I'm not comfortable for the district doing that. Now, it doesn't mean the individual can't do that themselves, but I think if the district were to do that, we might run into some Fair Campaign Practice Act issues.
Okay, and I just didn't know it. It was requested, and I'm following through on it. And but I totally understand where you're coming from.
What were the expenses? What did they come to?
Well,
Oh,
PRA
I mean,
hall
it was
and-
time.
Yeah, time.
Time, but not the whole.
No, I think that the hall was given.
Because I was just wondering, if it was the whole, we could pay.
No,
for
it
the-
wasn't. I can tell you that. Did Kate ask for that?
Yes.
Thank you.
But I have to
Because
see.
that was actually a volunteer effort by a group, so if you were gonna give anybody anything, personally, I think it should go to that group.
It's
And-
not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
no,
and I
it was just
understand.
for
Yeah.
clarification
Yeah.
purposes.
And just to be fair, it was part of a conversation, and when she started talking about all the time that she had put into it, I said, well, maybe I can just bring it up to the board
Okay.
and she said that I would really appreciate that because it was, it took a lot of time. So it was kind of a conversation. It wasn't like she was pushing me or anything.
Thank you.
It was a suggestion.
It may be important for Common Ground as a group to
Yeah.
talk about
It
how
is.
because they
That's why
would
I
like
was
to
asking.
do other
Mm-hmm.
things like
Because
that.
for me the issue was I was sorry that Tom Anko couldn't
Yeah.
participate, and that was my, and to this day I wish that you could have I wish they would have
Yeah,
changed
I
the
really
day.
apologize. I was at the
Well,
up in
you had
Denver.
no choice.
I had an appointment.
Yeah,
Everybody
with the VA.
understands. Yeah.
I know that, and that was known weeks before, maybe even a month before.
How many people showed up? How many people showed up for
What do you
the?
think?
35 or 40.
Yeah, it was really well done, and I love Kate's questions to all of the
She did a great
She
job
did a
of
great job.
thinking about it. And
The public, I thought the public also did a great job of asking
Yes.
questions
Yeah,
as well.
I agree.
The only downside was that Tom wasn't there. That's,
Yeah.
I felt bad about that.
Yeah, but, yeah.
Okay, well,
So
that answers that question. So I guess we'll go back now to
we have 15 minutes, is that?
15 minutes, and we've got let's go into operations and maybe start going through your report.
Does that work, Stephen?
Yeah, that's just fine. I think we're gonna, does everyone
While
have a
while
copy
you're
of the report?
shifting, no.
No. Oh, okay.
Also, could I, and I don't know if others want it, have, is the copy of the state's response on the erosion control study, is that, public? I forgot to
I
ask
think
that
it's on
one.
the list.
It is. If you guys want a copy of it, there's a form you need to fill out with Joanne.
Okay.
So it's just a public records form, and then we can get you a copy of that. That's not a problem at all.
Thank you.
So the reports will be in shortly,
It is
Joanne
jazzy.
will get those. Meanwhile, I can finish up the operations. We've already covered the corrosion control analysis. Item C, discuss status of Aspen wastewater treatment facility. There are no violations for March, no discharge violations for March, so that's always good news. We are in preparation and have scheduled an installation date for the new UV system and the new effluent flow meter. And so that will be a very good improvement, and we'll be happy to have that done. It's scheduled to be installed and put online May 15th through May 17th. Item D, discuss status of leak detection plan. On, I believe it was March 6th, Colorado Rural Water Association came to the district for approximately 2.5 hours with their leak detection equipment, and they were unable to find any leaks.
And that doesn't mean that's because there weren't any.
No, we know that there's a lot of leaks, but what we have in their service is not as refined and professional as is required for this situation. And so I don't believe that they will be a part of our leak detection solution.
I'm thinking Parvin's idea about the dogs.
Go for the dogs.
And you took them out to the place where we think the leaks are, and that's on nothing.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna train Molly.
That's right.
Put Molly on it.
She's good at leaks.
So at this point, I think that we've been, the board has been presented with some options, and we're really awaiting budgeting approval for leak detection. At this point, the next step is to get an expert in here. Simultaneously, we can attend some training. We can have some operators attend some training and get an enhanced awareness about the process.
Didn't we already select, go through a process and select what we thought was the best?
No, that was not done.